Welcome to another video. I'm going to be reviewing 2021 from SimcityBuildit, what the game has done in this past year. I'm going to be giving my reaction to some of the best stuff from this year. This is my first video using my new microphone. I don't know if you could tell, but I hope the quality is better. So let's get through this. So of course we're going for the last event, giving us the holiday season. You know, I talked about that in recent reaction videos. Basically December has been highlighted by Christmas events, winter events. They celebrated their 7th anniversary. They give us the Finland Mayor's Pass. But let's stop right there. The Building Portal disaster event, that's a thing where I had an issue. I don't want to see that in 2022. Events that only benefit one war card. I find that very ridiculous. I believe there should be events that benefit multiple war cards because not many people might have the Building Portal War Disaster card. So we need to get rid of events like that in 2022. There's another big event for SimcityBuildit, the Black Friday offers. However, what they did this year on Black Friday was they gave us an event where the only way to get items in the event was to spend real money. You had to purchase. That was ridiculous. It's part of their whole money grabbing scheme. I think SimcityBuildit has taken it too far. They have taken it too far. And I want to see a Black Friday event better. They had awesome sales, but that event where the only way to get the event rewards, that side pass, that event, the only way to get rewards was through in-game purchases that cost real money. I think we need to change that because not everyone wants to spend their real money, even if it's a minimum amount, even if it's a small amount. There's another thing, VUSP war events, which we saw a few probably during 2021. I like those, but, I don't like how they're used as a staller. And what I will say is that what SimcityBuildit does with VUSP war events is they will launch those when they have nothing else. And as you know, SimcityBuildit will update at once a week, usually on a Tuesday or Wednesday, but mostly on a Wednesday. And usually they make the VUSP war event their weekly update. I think that's got to stop because it's just a small, insignificant update. It gives a lot, it's a whole war event, but I think we need to see more side passes and more events like that instead of, just the war events. I think they could have done better. We had the brass arch bridges, which I found incredibly dumb, to have a whole event just about bridges. I found that really just asinine. I mean, it was pretty dumb. I mean, they gave us new design challenge tracks as usual. There's another Club War event. Then we're going to go to a big, big event for SimcityBuildit. This would be Halloween. We're now reaching October. They gave us, the Carnival of Eternity, the Completely Normal House. What I didn't like and what I'm not going to like of, the Halloween and the Christmas events and some other events is that they recycle events from previous years. I want to see new specializations every year. In 2022, I want to see this. I'm tired of seeing the same old specializations every single time. It is, really annoying. I want to see more creativity, more originality. As you can see, their new Mayor's Pass seasons, as they always give us. Double plumbob points, which, by the way, happens. This usually happens at the end of a Mayor's Pass season. I think it should happen at the start, too. That would be amazing if you could have double plumbob points at the start of Mayor's Pass. Double epic points on beach buildings. This is amazing. I think they could bring back a few of these events maybe in 2022 because epic projects, as you know, are time-consuming, and most of us won't have the time to do them. So to have double, it really helps a lot. Remember, new design challenges, new VUSPs, see the same things. Epic Hotspot Weekend, I didn't like that because that was only for hotspots, and I think that's ridiculous. I think we should avoid that. And then the autumn events. Now we're in fall of 2021. Those were big updates. They gave us a bunch of fall trees, which I'm sure for those of you that like design, especially those of you that like doing design challenges, I'm sure that was really fun. They have the fall trees. There were some nice fall specializations. That was one of the best tree updates I have seen this year. So they added some pretty good stuff. They made some quality updates in the autumn. They had the changing colors, Mayor's Pass. I think the whole point for SimCity Buildit, what they need to do is when they have a season like fall or a holiday, they need to theme it right. And for autumn, they did a very good job. Now, this is a big moment, if you remember September 7th, when we got the Vooz random generator, which is a new commercial shop, which hasn't happened, and this is the only new one in 2021. It's kind of ridiculous why we have only the ones we have. Now, I know we have a lot, but I'm saying we could add more. There's more that can be done. I know this is, some people would disagree, but I believe we need to bring back more limited time shops, which sadly have been, taken away. But that was when Vooz random generator came in. It will cost you 2,000 simcash. That's a key moment because it can change any other commercial shop. I didn't really think highly of it, but I'm glad because it set a precedent of making new commercial shops, which I think they should have elaborated on. Of course, the back-to-school buildings in September, they gave us like 50% off, I believe, on all school specializations, giving us some great school specializations. So we were able to get education specializations for very cheap, which I found amazing. They had the gardens events, and then we're going to get to the summer and August, and this is what I was covering on my channel, is that I was saying a theme all for my channel in summer, build up your beaches. And what I meant by that was because every single event in the summer was beach events. And those of you that participated in these side passes and events in the summer of 2021, you were able to build up your beaches because there were so many side passes and events that gave us beach specializations. So I found that very essential. And again, yeah, it was very essential. And I was able to build up my beach. And they give us some really good ones like the beach sauna bar. That one was amazing. You look at how good it actually was. And then they give us theme parks. So in the summer, they give us this theme of theme parks and beaches. And aesthetically, our beaches were so much better if we competed in events in summer of 2021. There's the beach sauna bar as I was talking about. And then it was gardens and beaches. Again, another war event. And then this is, I started covering SimCity Buildit again. I took a break, but in 2021, I started covering it again around when the Aqueduct event was released, I believe. And that's when they gave us the Aqueducts, which, I felt were kind of basic. I know they gave us the Cobblestone Street as well, as you can see down below, but I just felt that it was a disappointment because the Cobblestone Street update, no doubt about it, it marked a big change in the game because it was the first time that we got another road instead of the modern simple road, which I think was essential for design challenges. Design challenges were already going on for a few months now with just the basic roads, and this was essential for people to build great designs that were artistic and that were creative. And again, all these updates expanded the creativity. But the aqueducts themselves, I felt were lame. I liked the Coliseum update, however, I thought that should have been a permanent landmark specialization. I don't like that they only let people in the Mayor's Pass get that. So I found that highly ridiculous. The aqueducts were, they're just aqueducts. That's basically what they were. But as you can see, they gave us more Mayor's Pass. And then this one, I don't know why they tweeted this. Really, this above link doesn't appear to work. Please try opening this link instead. So they actually gave us a tip. How does Mayor's Club work in SimCity Buildit? They don't do that often, and if you look at it, that's like the only one of the year. So most people find their information from guides, from information on Wiki maybe, or in the game, the help center in the game. But that was rare, and I don't want to see that because it's kind of, and that was just embarrassing for them to have a link that didn't appear to work, clearly admitting it there. As you can see, the left, and then after that, they gave us some kind of war event. Increasing the maximum level of disasters cards. Basically, they enhanced war. They made it better, and I think that was amazing, probably essential. War became a trend for more people, I think, because of that, because it was made war better, right? They had the wedding event, as we're seeing, double plumbob point and VSP war events. As you can see, they were throughout the year. They had a Ramadan event back in May. you know, having the festival of breaking the fast building, you know, hashtag Arabian Nights, all that. And then in April they had May Day, which, you know, I don't understand why we have to make an event for May Day. Like, it's not that big of a holiday. You know, maybe make it for Mother's Day or Father's Day. Well, I'm sure, you know, it's not just US holidays because they try to worldly holidays because, you know, this game is global. It's not, you know, just in the United States. I've seen that myself, attracting viewers from across the globe. So this game is a global game. It really is a successful global mobile game. That is a cool Timeless Sands castle, a sand castle. Back in April, that's when they introduced us to these sand castles, which were really good for our desert regions. We could really build, you know, a sand desert region. I thought that was, you know, amazing. You know, in May and April, giving us kind of the, you know, this sand stuff. Camel racing track buildings, that's amazing. T20's Top 20's first design challenge season city submission picks. That'll come because design challenges was introduced in 2021. That was one of their big updates that changed the structure of the game. I'll get onto that in a little bit. Look at this. Free players have now randomly been picked. J-Bone, Ken Lister, and Leon Sid. Check your direct messages for the next steps on getting the East Egg Island Beach building. So what they did back in Easter was they picked people. They picked people to find the Easter egg, to find ingredients. You know, I don't know if this is coming back in 2022, but it has to come back. It really does, because if that does come back, I want to talk to the players who will get that and give them some publicity. I really would appreciate if they bring that back. I know it's a very hard chance to be selected free players in the game, but I don't care if it's not me. I hope it's one of you in the community, and it would be amazing if it was one of you watching this video. So we really need to bring that back because, look, you have to know the crafting recipe for the chocolate egg and the fruitcake. And basically what this is asking is they give us foods like chocolate egg and fruitcake, and we got to say, you know, what do we think the ingredients are? And as we could see from the Easter event, the chocolate egg was made of seed, sugar and spices, and creams, and logically we can think out of all the items in SimCity Buildit that would make a chocolate egg, and same with the fruitcake, fruits and berries, bread roll, and cream. So this would all make a fruitcake. So it's you know, if this comes, I'm gonna do some figuring out. Like, I'm gonna do some really tough figuring out, like really studying on this. Like, that would be amazing, and I hope we bring that back for 2022. They actually had a spring mayor's pass, or Easter mayor's pass, chocolate bunnies, as you could see. Oh, and then you had the Australian bucket list. An Australian theme, Australian event track. I like this because they're honoring a specific nation, a specific country, culture. They did this recently with the Finland update. I want to see this more. You know, and, you know, I know we could have the United States update, which would be cool. Maybe we should have that around 4th of July. But for those of you in other countries, because I know this is a global game, maybe in Britain having an event celebrating British culture, in India celebrating Indian culture, and vice versa. Wherever you guys are watching this, they should have an event where they're celebrating culture. And so let's have this more. That was awesome that they had an Australia event. I want to give a shout out to all of you that are watching in Australia. I really appreciate that. I'm so happy to have viewers from Australia. And here it is, March 19th. Mayors, show off your creative designs. And this was design challenges. This was the introduction of design challenges, March 12th. As you can see, City Architects, let your creativity flow in our new game mode design challenges. This was by far, definitely, I think, you know, there's no debate in this. Like, I couldn't debate someone about this. And I think this is safe to say that this was their biggest update of the year, because it was one of the only updates, one of the few updates that changed the structure of the game. I mean, something that's not passing, and I want to talk about that really because changing, you know, new specializations, I'm not changing how the game works. It was an entirely new game mode, which added the Club Wars Mayor's Pass. You know, they gave us one in 2021. I want to see at least one in 2022. I've already talked in my past video about the specialization trading idea. I want to see some new ideas like this that change the fundamental structure of the game, that have a new game mode like design challenges. I know the team at EA has got to be creative. EA has created some of the best video games in the world. They've got to be creative. I know they are a creative team. They can do this if they put their heads to it. But yeah, that was a big update, by far the biggest in 2021. And as you can see, they went with an Australia theme early in March of 2022, so 2021. So maybe we're going to see something like that in 2022, but for different nations. As you can see, here's another one, March 2nd, where 16 tons disaster now requires only half the normal energy cost to launch. This is like the building portal war disaster. It hasn't happened often, but it's ridiculous, and it shouldn't happen at all. It's something that needs to stop because it's a waste of people's time. I really believe it is. As you can see, the regulars like double plumbob points. As you can see, there's a Valentine's Day, wishing a happy Valentine's Day to everyone. And then they had the Lunar New Year event, which I believe we are going to get a Lunar New Year event again. I've actually heard from spoilers, there has been people revealing spoilers, that there is going to be a Lunar New Year. I forgot. I don't know what 2022 is going to be. Probably look it up on Google, but last year was the year of the ox, so we don't know what it's going to be, but they're going to do a Chinese New Year event. It doesn't surprise me if they do. Usually they'll have events again and again and again. So we're going to have that, and I'm going to like that. I'm going to like that. You can build a great Chinese city. I think it's going to be amazing. And then in January, they also had the Shi walls. So I think January with that, and then February celebrating the Lunar New Year, celebrating the Chinese New Year, it gave people a chance to build a city that kind of looks like China. To build a Chinese city, I think it was amazing. The walls, you could build really like an ancient Chinese dynastic kingdom. I think that was really amazing. As you can see, the Lunar New Year, so they went all Chinese theme. And then January 5th was the last one, where another Lightning War event, which was to start it. So that will be it for 2021. I want to thank you for tuning in. And again, I said this in a past video, we need change in 2022. 2022, what do I want to see more of? I want to see less of events like war events. I don't want to see those unless they benefit every single card. I don't like the building portal war disaster event where it benefits one card. Like, that should never happen, and that should never be a concept in the game. I hope we get back the Easter egg hunt. That would be amazing if we can get some good Easter and spring updates. I hope we get quality updates. I hope we get changes to the game. As I said, when they changed design challenges, they changed the structure of the game. I hope we get some kind of change to the structure of the game, whether it be some new feature or changing a feature that was already broken. I'll explain more about broken features in my video. You can see it at the end of this video. We need change in 2022. But yeah, it's ridiculous. We do need change, and 2021 was a year never to forget in SimCity BuildIt. We saw some memorable years. It will be a memorable year. Design challenges is going to become a favorite thing for a lot of people in this game. Definitely the biggest thing. We built up our beaches in summer. We saw some good events. We saw some mayor's passes. We saw a new commercial shop, Vu's generator. So we saw a lot of stuff. Now, please comment below. Please join the conversation. Tell me what you want to see in 2022.